Tragic news coming out of the pro wrestling world, and seriously, why is it always that just in life and in like pro wrestling, seriously, death always seems to come in threes? Whenever in real life, comment if you've really experienced that saying is true. I don't mean to put that negative vibes out into the atmosphere, but it really always seems to go that way. And I remember when Terry Funk passed away some months back. Bray Wyatt also passed away, and I believe there was another pro wrestler. I don't know. It's crazy, man. But today we have Ole Anderson passed away, and Virgil, two greats, two legends. Man, like my buddy just hit me up, and he was saying, "Hey, Coffee, like our childhood is going away, man. It's disappearing," and it's so wild watching wrestling over the years. I'd always be like, well, like in the 90s into the early 2000s, you'd still have some guys like Jake the Snake would still be around at times, or hell, in WCW, man, Saturday night, some of those syndicated shows, B shows and stuff like that, which they never utilized quite right, even during the boom. I don't know, they could have did more with those shows, storyline wise, but I still loved to tune in. But you would see a lot of legends still on there. Bunkhouse Buck would be on Saturday night regularly. Who else? I'm drawing a blank right now. But there was a lot of dudes that they kept on the roster, and it was always cool. But as time passed along, less of the OGs we saw wrestling, and then now as time is passing on, we're seeing OGs pass away. And my buddy that was saying that to me, he was like, Hogan and Flair, still kicking, still living. Flair, man, God bless him. I know he had some health problems, but he's still thriving and surviving. But here we have Arn Anderson taking to social network to say goodbye to his brother who passed away. You see, he says, R.I.P. Rock. And, man, Arn with this message here, who is still great, too. We talk about legends and guys that were still wrestling, into their older years. And Arn Anderson, it's an ongoing, recurring joke how he looked mid-40s when he was in his 20s, and he looked mid-40s when he was past his mid-40s, but a great wrestler, number 2 of the Horsemen, you know what I mean, Ric Flair, who we were just talking about, who was still kicking, his right-hand man, the king of the spine buster. And it was sad, if you guys remember, when he got injured, seeing him have to hang it up during that wrestling boom when WCW was kicking ass in the Monday Night Wars. But he says, each of us starts dying the moment we are born. Some of us live long, fruitful lives. Some die too soon. All I have been able to figure out in my 65 years is to treat people how you want to be treated. And if they teach you anything, be grateful for that. Ole Anderson was brutally honest when it came to how he felt about life and wrestling. He gave me the rub of a lifetime, taking Gene's spot in the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. The 4 Horsemen followed, and we know how that went. He was a mentor to me without meaning to be. I studied and will teach my son some Ole-isms. To his family and people that beloved him, we grieve with you. To those who thought Ole was too ornery to die, 81 is a full life. R.I.P. Rock. And let's see, listen, obviously the 4 Horsemen, I know all about them. Minnesota Wrecking Crew, a little bit before my time. But let's see, so please comment, everyone, if you remember, like some good stuff for me to check out, or provide some cool links to check out stuff of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. But let's see what the people are saying. R.I.P. Ole, very powerful and touching words, Arn. Are you brothers? And you know what, I was going to say that. I said that, and I don't believe they actually are brothers, right? Are you brothers? Only in storyline they were referred to as brothers and cousins at different points. Listen to Arn's podcast. He speaks about this in his first handful of episodes. So actually, I meant to say that when I was saying I got sidetracked. There was like a stop in the middle of this video. I had to talk to someone real quick. But it's great to see Arn doing his podcast. all these guys with their podcasts, I love it, man. From Mick Foley to Iron to Jericho to the list goes on and on, you know. Why are you here? Seriously, go do some research and be a fan, then come back. Hey, only in kayfabe. Hey, I'm a fan, okay? I really didn't actually know. I'm going to keep it real. Like, I didn't, but I did, you know. But let's continue on. Then he says, which one is Iron? I can see why he says, go do some research. Great words, Double A. Grew up on you guys Saturdays. TBS 5 to 7, 4 horsemen for life. I'm going to retweet that. I hate now it's repost and this and that. It's tweets, right? Retweet. I still say that. R.I.P. legend. The original Rock. Was one tough dude. One of the greatest on the mic. You believed his promos or that he would die trying to do what he said in his promos. R.I.P. Rock. Man, I'm sorry for your loss. He will be missed. This is really hurting the 80s babies. I saw the 4 Horsemen for the first time on TV in 84. Think AWA or TNA. I don't remember, but it was one. Let's continue on. We'll read a few more of these and then we'll close the video out. I love watching you and Iron, my prayers are with you today. That was beautifully written, Iron. I remember you and as the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. I was only watching about 18 months at that point. R.I.P. You took the ball and ran with it. Your success adds to his legacy as well as your own. And then this is the last one right here, guys. Straight up wrestler's wrestler. We had the aura of the last guy you'd ever want to go one-on-one with, but the first one you'd want to back you up. In short, made you believe. R.I.P. big man. So there you have it. 2 legends have passed away. R.I.P. Arn Anderson reacting there again, everyone. Comment your favorite memories, matches. Let's just talk. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's what we do. We talk wrestling here, old, new, everything in between. Going to be live streams where you can call in and we can chop it up and talk on the different topics. I had another channel that I got locked out of, so we're starting all the way over here. We were about halfway to a K on the other one. This one we're having trouble breaking through in the algorithm, so make sure to hit the buttons and support and comment, interact. Every engagement is needed and appreciated. And R.I.P. Virgil as well. I'll catch you guys later.